This Trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
I think I will. Yeah. Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the pure utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this? Got it. Thanks. So, HRA stop you from becoming Hiss?
Well, it seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. I mean, each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. His behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
For Marshall's eyes only. Marshall, we checked out the suspected AWE in Duluth. Wasn't anything. Just like the house fire before this, and the malfunctioning clothes dryer before that. My team was getting pretty sick of duds. We need to find a better way of sorting out the fake AWs from the real thing. We need to rotate these field agents off for a bit. Anyway, we're en route to Sherman Ranch. Next one on the list. Let's hope it's a little livelier there. Sincerely, Special Agent Keenum. What do we got here? Shatter projectile boost. Don't even have shatter yet. I only got gripe. See, the problem with this, though, I keep getting, like, a lot of these offices, man. They just look the same. They all kind of look alike. I mean, I love this setting. It's different and cool, but there definitely is a sameness to a lot of the areas. Which makes sense for the setting that it is, but it does get difficult to navigate. Either way, we gotta head to the communications department. I'm gonna assume it's on a different floor than here. Central executive, the director's office, boardroom. Pretty interesting, though. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Some more goodies. I'm sorry, people. I didn't realize that the echo was in the background. I thought it was coming out of my headphones. Apologies on that.
Let's see. Clearance level 4, that's not happening.
Director, I don't have clearance level 4. Go figure. House memory. The oldest house imposes certain limitations on our bureau, but by far the most restrictive is the inability to use certain technological instruments. The oldest house does not allow devices that receive or emit any signal. Radio waves are the only transmittable signals in the oldest house, and even those are often unreliable. If the power of collective unconscious is taken into account, it could be that certain pieces of technology are too new in the cultural for the oldest house to them. Similarly, these items have not been known to become receptacles for altered states. Technology may be moving at too fast a pace for to occur. Modern technology tends to disappear and break here, sometimes quite violently. Blank agents have been injured by cell phone exploding in the pockets while entering the oldest house. Listen, I know you can't control building shifts, but the executive level restroom has been missing for weeks now. I worked my ass off in the Islamabad station for 3 years. I've earned the right to a nice workplace shitter. If you can't bring it back, at least find out where it went. D. Rodriguez. Major. Staffing, surveillance, data center initiative, construction. Minor. Office equipment, janitorial costs. Mold removal, HQ livability costs. For cost breakdown spreadsheet, see page 5. For 5-year comparison chart, see page 9. Clearance level 3. Whoa. This is it, I think. Cafeteria, yep, communications department.
There it is again. Our welcome message.
I fucking just love how this game looks, man. Like, the graphics are so fucking good. What the? These guys want to dance, it appears. We can do that. That it? Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. There's a new sheriff in town, Hiss. Summary. Visited the following Nevada accommodations: Desert Sun Inn, Big Sky Motel, Starlight Motel, In-N-Out, Aztec Court, Sleepy Bear Motel, Silver Spurs Ranch, El Gato Blanco Inn, A Plus Lounge. Expenditures: accommodation $831.29, meals, gasoline, minibar. I do wonder if a motel called the Ocean View is going to be found in a landlocked state. But hey, I guess I'm not paid to think, right? And for the record, I again request that you give us the budget to get 2 rooms each night. Agent Raleigh and myself are very tired of sleeping in the same room. See you on the road, Agent L. Hines. The boys in research said performing rituals may help identify any places of power. Drinking those little whiskeys is my ritual. What the hell? Oh shit. That doesn't look good. Pop team. What the? Please be aware, due to recent fluctuations on the nearest control point, this area's stability has been downgraded to yellow. Low possibility of unanticipated building shifts. The Hiss resonance field is a physical impediment that is difficult to define. Hiss barriers appear as ways to impede escape or access by Bureau personnel. 2 methods have been discovered for lowering them. Destroy the multiple concentrated resonance sources found in the vicinity. Destroy the Hiss entities in the area. The resonance fields seem to require support for their size and density from other non-connected sources of Hiss resonance. Without the ability to draw from these sources, the barrier will fall. Does an inactive structure made of Hiss resonance qualify as a conscious being? Does the distinction make any difference when considering the Hiss? What does the very act of building walls to prevent our movement tell us about the Hiss? To what degree is it watching and planning? Oh fuck. That looks creepy as hell. The hell is that sound? Havana. Event summary. An auditory event occurred at the United States Embassy in Havana, injuring the majority of diplomatic staff stationed there. Deaths were reported and the outgoing information has been managed. Event response. Bureau agents have arrived at the embassy on the same day as the event was reported through federal channels, but were too late to witness the AWE, which is reported to have been. Staff experienced sudden, intense vibrations and noise accompanied by an intense pressure in their ears. This lasted for minutes. No visual phenomena was witnessed. The scene was cordoned off and embassy staff were transported to the continental U.S. After Formula I-9 was recited in the vicinity, a single cowboy boot began to vibrate, identifying it as an altered item. The item was contained and brought to the Bureau for examination. Is there something in here? What the fuck? What is this shit? Oh. Yeah, I don't think I can run through there.
There's that creepy shit right there. There was another one up here though, wasn't there? Looked slightly less creepy.
Oh.
Yes, it's overpowering here. You don't want me anywhere near it. I'm with you on that.
Gotcha on that. Definitely not trying to be anywhere near that, but we will go into the lower areas where it looks like the source of the resonance is. Alright, motherfuckers. We doing this? We don't need all the preamble now. Child's play. Don't have clearance too either.
Communications. We're on the right track.
The hell?
object of power. Looks like the hiss have latched onto it. We need to cleanse it.
Oh, I forgot you can crouch. Oh, fuck. Yeah, maybe next time. We don't want to die now. Thing's strong as fuck. Gotta be kidding me, I'm getting hit by that? God damn. Whew, that was close.
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. Their pyramids in Bureau Seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director. There you are. You were gone. Cut off. I got it. Just like you wanted, right? This will help me fight the hiss.
Holy shit. That was fucking crazy. Go! Oh, goddamn! Oh, that's right. You start back at the checkpoint. Forgot about that. Comms department. You want some of this? Book Club Notes for Penny by L. Sampson. So I don't usually read a lot of sci-fi, but as far as space operas go, this was alright. The title, Unless You, could refer to a bunch of things in the book, I guess, but I thought it was a little vague and stupid. The way the characters kept throwing it around almost like a catchphrase got real annoying real fast. The best part of the story was the space battles. I sided with the Fixers, obviously, because they had the coolest tech and their motives made the most sense to me. Honestly, if I had to choose between some hoity-toity flowers and guns space hippies or a badass bunch of warriors who go around devouring planets like cheap sushi on a Sunday, I know who I'm picking. That scene where they invaded City Planet and convert the entire population using those brainworms and that space dog fight between those two ace pilots, sign me the fuck up. What kind of ruined the whole thing for me was when my favorite character got killed not even halfway through the story by getting a battery cylinder launched into his face by a gravitational anomaly. His death didn't feel necessary at all. Floppy disk. Containment procedure. Must be contained in a cell with no other loose material. Description. Para. Utility. The object is an 8-inch diskette containing Soviet-era nuclear launch codes. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to telekinetically lift material and throw it a short distance. The object is currently bound for research purposes. Stolen from a Soviet military base located in by agents and with the CIA, the diskette contained launch codes to missiles, believed to be reserved for use against. After being returned to America, the diskette began throwing computational hardware at members of the decoding team. An informant in the CIA tipped the Bureau off, and it was requisitioned by agents the next day. The Bureau only allows certain highly trained individuals to handle volatile materials and weapons. Our demolitions experts are instructed in the use of explosives in dimensions with distinct physical laws, making them important assets for engineering work as well as combat scenarios. Hiss demolition experts are only observed Hiss variations to wield the specifically built rocket-propelled grenade that is designed to identify and track entities once fired. Make them a threat whose termination should be prioritized in combat scenarios. I find it remarkable that the Hiss restrict usage of this weapon to the Bureau personnel who train specifically for its use. What does this tell us about its behavior? Can it not pass along new information to corrupted entities? Still too many unknowns. Hiss Ranger. The Ranger of the Bureau's well-trained and well-armed expeditionary force. Their Hiss corrupted counterparts are equally formidable. Prior to corruption, Rangers were trained to use a variety of weapons in order to face any threat found during AWE response to threshold exploration, including submachine guns, assault rifles, and automatic shotguns. Hiss Rangers utilized this weapon as well as the advanced tactics taught by Bureau instructors. Some are additionally outfitted with Bureau-made body armor. Hiss Rangers have no observed paranatural abilities beyond some being protected by the shielding of dense Hiss resonance capable of stopping bullets. Considering the advanced training the Hiss Rangers are capable of applying to their situation, is it feasible to consider the human mind still remains intact to some degree, or is the Hiss able to tap into the combat training and utilize it? Further observation is required. Alright, it looks like we certainly got our work cut out for us in Dead Letters. Shit's about to fucking go down again. It ain't gonna be pretty by any stretch of the imagination. Hello, avid readers. The Bureau Book Bunch will convene at the usual spot in the corner table of the cafeteria at 5 p.m. on Tuesday. Currently discussing Unless You by J.D. Brooks. Everyone should get the reviews to me by Monday before lunch so I can generate some conversation starters before the meeting. Happy reading, Penny Bartwell.
We'll find your mama together.
The fuck? That was creepy as hell. Greetings, Director Trench. I'd like to thank you for approving my request for the Dead Letters archive. Cataloging the Bureau's collection of delinquent mail will provide an extremely handy database that research teams can use to search for any connections or related topics found among the letters. Aside from the more functional purposes, the archive will allow us to preserve these windows into authentic human encounters with the paranatural world. The letters came to us from various places and times, gathered by the postal services as undeliverable. The Bureau is the perfect home for them. I realize not all letters contain accounts of genuine paranatural events, but even the erroneous ones allow us insight into how the unknown is perceived by real people. Of course, I will first compile a system to allow us to analyze the letters for any information or suspected connections to AWEs and other altered materials. So thank you again. Can't wait to delve into my letters. P. Bartwell. Mr. Governor, I called the police, but they never came to my house. I got a problem, and you got to send folk to fix it. I got my wife one of them singing fish on the wall. It's not a real fish. It sings when you hit a button. But it's got the devil in it. It flies around at night and sings devil songs, says lots of cuss words. The devil got in my house 'cause of the fish, and you got to come handle it. My wife is real upset. When can you come? Sincerely, Dwayne Barr. They get a new personal mod. Launch efficiency. To whom it may concern, I am being contacted by the past presidents of the United States of America. They appear as spirit guides, giving me their wisdom. John Adams keeps saying I need to fix America, but I can't really understand him. They all have a lot of opinions. People tell me I'm imagining it, but Theodore Roosevelt showed me how to fix my lawnmower. I don't know a thing about lawnmowers. Explain that. I have great dead men telling me about the past and the present. If you would like to use my abilities to help the government, please let me know. I know the White House could use me. Yours in earnest, James Bartholomew. Bitch ass. Oh, I forgot about this fucking shit. That rocket launcher, son of a bitch.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on. And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
You launched Jay? Communications. Yeah, that's where we want to go, right? Was in here like 5 times already. Right, this was the object of power. I don't even have clearance level 1. I need to talk to HR. I'm the fucking director. Why don't I have level 1 clearance? So, wait a minute. Wow, that actually hurt. That's unfortunate. Huh, I guess I'm done in here. Well, there's a clearance 1 there, but this is where I got that object of power, but now I think I'm looking for dead letters, right? Where's that at? The mail. Oh, here we go. It definitely said dead letters was in this direction. I mean, I stumbled upon it a second ago. What the fuck?
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
Maybe I wasn't supposed to go into dead letters. So I wasn't even there yet. I mean, it's not directing me there anyway. What is going on around here? We going with ye. That was it. What a bitch.
You're listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years. Thank you for staying up with us. Ghosts. We've had many callers over the years tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantasmagorical phenomena. Today, friend of the show, Dr. Quincy Reagan, tells his story. Quincy, thanks. This is something I experienced recently while staying at Chili Pines Motel in Macon for last year's Suspicion Con. I was in room 47. The night manager, an avid listener of the program, insisted I take this particular room. Now, the manager explained that years back, the body of a man was discovered under the bed, inside that wooden border that motel beds tend to have. And the body had been there a week, he said. Guests had stayed there, sleeping with the corpse a foot below. They only found the body when housekeepers complained about the smell. Hauntings have been reported in room 47 ever since. I happily took the room. I fell asleep pretty quick, checking under the bed first, of course. No ghosts visited me, no chilly spots or flickering lights. But when I woke up, I found myself under the bed. It was dark and stiflingly hot. Luckily, I was able to push the mattress off and crawl out before I suffocated. The night manager was kind enough to find me another room. There you have it, listeners. What we call ghosts take many forms. Quincy was brave enough to tell his story, and I encourage you to keep calling and writing whenever you encounter something strange, something you can't explain. Maybe you're seeing colors that we have no name for. Maybe your toaster is possessed. Remember, dear listeners, when no one else believes you, we do. America Overnight will be right back.
Knock, knock. Nice. Oh. Clearance
This
level
must
1,
open
huh?
the door.
Clearance level 1 again. No, I got an extra one. That's nice. Damn, it's dark back here. Okay. Hello? What the? Tomasi. Oh boy. Come on. Shit. Fucking dickhead. You gotta be shitting me, dude. I'm gonna fucking cheese this cocksmoker. Oh, he's gonna run? What a bitch.
I have a feeling he'll be back. Let's stay focused. The hotline should be past the mailroom.
Hey, Malcolm. Yeah, tea time's at 7. I'll see you at the course on Sunday morning. By the way, have you heard about this Tennyson report? Apparently there's a bunch of copies drifting around the office. Trench is looking to get his hands on any information about who wrote it. You wouldn't happen to have heard anything about that, would you? See you Sunday, Jim. Hiss elevated agent. Summary. Display abilities similar to telekinetic competences observed in Bureau para-utilitarians. Some prefer to charge their attacks, while others launch objects at them. Telekinetic attacks have been ineffective against the Hiss elevated due to their own talent in the area. They do not use any weaponry except their own paranatural capabilities. Some Hiss elevated have been seen levitating while strapped in chairs. This is likely the results of individuals being corrupted while undergoing cognitive recording and parapsychology. How are they able to use paranatural abilities? It is possible that these individuals were bound to objects of power prior to corruption. It's also worth considering that the Hiss resonance can identify and express latent paranatural abilities in the individuals, if corrupts. Man, those motherfuckers are fucked up. Can't say I'm a fan of the Hiss elevated. Hotline chamber. Probably in there. Trying to see if there's any other little sidebar offices up here to investigate. Okay, this just leads back. Wait a minute. Butte. Event summary. A spat of disappearances were traced to a home in the city of Butte, whatever, where Bureau agents discovered a translocative light switch cord. Event response. Bureau agents arrived at the home of local celebrity located at, which had been connected to a total of disappearances in the area. Agents found no one inside. While searching a closet, an agent pulled the light switch cord and disappeared from view. Another agent was selected to pull the cord in order to replicate the event. He disappeared as well. Both agents were discovered at the oldest house days later, found in a sealed room by rangers exploring a new area of the house. The light switch cord in the boot home's closet disappeared during the event.
Alberto Tomasi, head of comms.
That's that guy that was hanging.
Alright, take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel have damage to the inner ear, but most are expected to make a full recovery. Of course, the event also damaged their cellular walls, but you can't blame that on some stupid noise gun. Thank God no local doctors examined them first. Honestly, what are the odds of all of that when you show up inside the U.S. Embassy? Talk about good luck, huh? So much easier to... Hey, are you still recording this?
The hotline can't be far now.
According to their testimony, the agents had transported from the boot home to a roadside motel named the Ocean View Motel and Casino and discovered a room key by performing a ritual. The key opened a door marked with an inverted black pyramid, which they only learned after a lengthy period of trial and error. After pulling another motel cord found inside the room, they were transported to the oldest house. The disappearances of the home's owner and the other locals of the Butte have been attributed to the light switch cord. The Ocean View Motel is now known to have many doors and pathways. Since the occurrences, identical light switches cords to the ones found in the Butte home have began appearing throughout the oldest house. At the time of writing, light cords have been found in the oldest house located in the sectors. These all access the Ocean View Motel, though how exactly the link operates is but initial hypotheses center on the Butte AWE as a
Alright, take this down.
Bill Everett, Carol Bishop, custodians. It's a weird theme there, I guess.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream logic. The light switch cord. Door marked with black pyramid.
Okay. It was so dark, I didn't realize there was no floor there. No way. Gonna fight these guys again? Alright. It's totally cool. Dude, the shooting in this game is so good. The effects and everything. And there's not... so far I haven't noticed any slowdown at all compared to the PS4 version. Oh man, that's so lame. I forgot, it is very easy to die in this game though. Like, you can get hurt by your own things that you do. Alright, bitches. Just crush his ass. Alright, let's be careful this time. Bingo.
Have we been here before? No. I've stayed at a lot of roadside motels across the country, on the road, on the run, under the radar. This feels like all of them, like something recognized from a dream.
Hello? Anyone here?
key has a black pyramid on it.
Yo, what's up with the sound, man?
It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
I have it. The hotline. I can reach Trench. Well, listen to him. He feels more like an echo. An echo with important info. I need to get back to Emily. People react strongly when I tell them about you. Is it too soon to tell Emily? She might be able to help.
To all executive staff, I know there is some concern regarding our operations exceeding the annual budget. So long as we operate within the oldest house, we are obscured from scrutiny in many respects. If our budget demands are not exorbitant to the point of drawing attention, then they will be granted by the U.S. Treasury without question. The FBC is just another line in another spreadsheet that some lowly accountant won't even notice. Their eyes will skip over us as if we weren't even there. The nature of the oldest house allows us certain freedoms in how we operate. Our being here is no accident. Regards, Zachariah Trench, Director of the FBC. Director Northmore was the first Bureau agent to use it. Interesting.
It took us a long time to learn how to stabilize the control points, the ley lines, the meridians of the oldest house. Darling found a way to soothe this beast. We discovered we must cleanse control points of all interference. It's my duty as the director, like Northmore before me. I couldn't manage it in my own house, at my home. I'll damn well do it here. Without the control points, the oldest house would swallow us alive. We'd be sealed inside an endless labyrinth. No one would hear our screams. If an enemy ever managed to corrupt the control points, it would be over fast, spreading like cancer, leaping over the fire breaks like a crown of fire. They are the weak point. Darwin's right about that. He's wrong about everything else. Dangerously wrong. Suspiciously wrong. Has he been compromised? I can hear the hotline ringing in my dreams, constantly ringing so loud I can't hear the voice I'm straining to understand. Why don't I pick up? It's a secure line of communication with the board. They would tell me what I need to know. Do I fear their answers? Would they have warned me of this threat? I didn't see it coming. The traitor in our midst. Conspiracy plotted right behind me. I can't trust anyone. I must assume all my intel has been manipulated. The hotline is the only channel I can trust. Bind it, control it. The rule and the ritual with objects of power. It can't be tampered with. The lifeline to the astral plane and the board. I must seek guidance. Soon. I'll rest first. I'm so tired. Always tired now. But I must reach the hotline. I think I'm under attack. An attack of dementia, exhaustion. It's a brain cloud making me forget. The hotline. I must reach the hotline. A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. They have proven themselves. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. So I followed my own orders. Northmore hated my guts for that. But things change when you become director. You suddenly see this dark void for the horror show it truly is, filled with screaming fear and pretend and control. Sand leaks through my fingers. The roses I pruned in the garden back when I still had a family, all dead. Heat escapes my body. My thoughts are scattered. The universe keeps expanding. I can't keep up with it alone. When I forget that, things go wrong. Then my team has to pick up the pieces. Damage control. To help me get out of my mess. The Ocean View Motel and Casino is a familiar friend to me. I stayed in countless motels like it while investigating AWEs across the country, back in my field agent days. Those roadside motels all bleed together like a dream. Same and not the same. Anywhere and nowhere. The Ocean View operates on dream logic, and the light switch cord leaks out to be found in the most unexpected places, and sometimes successfully encouraged to appear and act as a convenient lock to keep out those not trained in dreamscape navigation. Even Bureau veterans can only find one key in the motel. The key that opens the door marked with the inverted black pyramid. The rest, the many other doors, are still mysteries to us. We're all merely guests there. Even the board. Sometimes I need to visit, just to breathe easier for a while. It beats the numb, sterile apartment I spend my nights in, insulated from everything but myself. I guess that's where the whiskey comes in. Something's coming. The whispers growing louder. The worst winter storm in Bureau history. Retribution for my sins. Our sins. This threat could destroy the Bureau. Everything I've built. Destroy me. A web spun, turning this place against me. I catch glimpses of the corner of my eye. It's just out of reach. Elusive. It's clever. A perverse game of hide and seek. Is this part of an attack? Obfuscating the facts. Dimming my eyes. It's hard to tell. I need answers. I haven't heard back from Darling. I fear for my friend, my closest ally. I think we made a terrible mistake all those years ago. That thing he studies is putting us all in danger. It's my duty as director to keep the Bureau safe. It'll be difficult. What's done can't be undone. There's no easy fix. Magical thinking is a requirement for survival. Pain and suffering are mandatory. To change things, you have to break yourself. I don't know if I have the strength. I'm old and weak. I'm afraid. I can see my hands trembling. I'm losing control.
Yeah, man. Fucking writing in this game so fucking good, man. That's why I love Sam Lake, man. He's got such a poetic twist to his writing. And it's always so good, man. I like all these Remedy games. I just read that they're doing a multiplayer component, the multiplayer sequel to this game, which sounds fucking amazing. 4 versus environment. It's gonna be a co-op game. Sounds fucking amazing. I think that's gonna be like the new. Sounds like it's like the new like thing in the industry. Co-op's coming back. We go back to Emily. But there is some more stuff to investigate. Though, it would probably be good to be able to upgrade my stuff before I start fucking taking on a lot of these harder situations. Okay, we're back here already. Nice. How you doing? New director on site.
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms, the hiss? Sorry. You made it. I'm glad.
Emily? Let's talk.
Of course.
I got the hotline. I could make out what Church is saying.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. He is gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown. Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself. Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
Okay, nice. Now we can upgrade. And board countermeasures.
Hi, Jesse. Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know. Do you hear that? Someone's singing. Where's it coming from? Bring me back anything good?
Thanks, I'm sure I'll have more questions.
Analysis of his threat, Part 1. Initial encounters with the entity known as the Hiss have revealed various behavioral facts. Most notable, the Hiss is able to invade or corrupt control points, altered items, and even humans, radically changing their behavior. Curiously, any person wearing one of the wearable HRA devices that Dr. Darling has been distributing over the past week was not affected by this corruption. The only known exception to this fact is the new director, Jesse Faden, who possesses an inherent immunity to the Hiss. This could indicate that she has already been corrupted, but her behavior is so in contrast to that of the other Hiss that I have dismissed the theory. My final observation comes from Miss Faden herself. She is able to cleanse material and organisms of the Hiss corruption. We tested this ability on a Hiss corrupted entity, but unfortunately the process seems to kill the host. Perhaps the host's physiology becomes reliant on the Hiss. More work to be done.
Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
The situation's getting worse.
I saw Trench and Darling arguing. Ago. Trench was furious.
Nice.
You don't think Darling...
Don't be stupid. What would the Bureau's golden child... killing the boss.
time to work, meet me in the maintenance.
Like I said before, the janitor is a friendly face. The maintenance sector is the janitor domain. If I can find Ahti here, he can help me reach the override. Maybe it was you who got me into the oldest house with the lockdown on. Maybe it was Ahti. It felt like he made the elevator appear that took me to Trench's office. Is Ahti guiding me too? The directorial override is right there, in the control room. How do we get there?
Holy shit. They fucked me up. Clearance to my ass. Unless You, review by Captain Lopez. These days, most YA novels intertwine the coming-of-age story with either a contrived dystopian setting or a tragic romance. Unless You managed to do both. To the story, the protagonist and her love interest search for a cure to a virus called the Fix, which is simultaneously killing her and spreading across the whole world. To find the cure, they go on an expedition into dangerous, uncharted territories. The people all live in walled cities now because of the dystopian future. And along the way, they just have to fall in love. I like how we never got to know if the Fix was ever actually fixed. The ending was bold, especially for YA. The main character succumbs to the Fix when she's so close to the cure and commands her love interest to go on and save the world. She knows this is the end for her, but that the job can still get done. She dies out in the unknown, alone and surrounded by danger, but never loses sight of the goal. That's a good soldier's death. I give this book a 3 out of 5. I feel most of the teenage angst is a little lost on me, but I'd recommend it to my brother's kids. Headshot boost, huh? Pop that headshot boost on. I just gotta aim a little better.
The directorial override is right there, in the control.
How do we get there?
Hey, asshole. Whoa. God damn. I'm getting fucking trashed by these dudes.
The directorial override is right there, in the control room.
How do we get there?
Come on. Be gone with ye. Time to cleanse. Sweet. I need some ritual impulses and
a lot of materials.
What's down that way?
Well done. You got the job. It's place for congratulations. Yippee, saatana. It happened in the last drop. I truly need an assistant.
Funny thing is, I've been a janitor. I'm more at home in that role than as the director. Only Ahti here seems to see that. Yeah, hi, Ahti. Look, we need to get the lockdown lifted, otherwise I can't get to the other sectors. Can you help me get to the override?
Yes, yes. Easy peasy. It's just around the corner. But first, we need to get you working. Very small, couple of hours job.
Something tells me it's gonna be more than that.
You think there's a dog buried in this? I can tell you are not yesterday's Krause's son. That's why you'll make a great assistant. Very well. I'll hit the facts on the table. This house has a vermin problem. A bad one. They've already messed up the cooling pumps. And the power generators of a power plant, perkele. And the pensioner inside is starting to feel the band around his head tighten. The situation needs to be fixed before the plant blows up. And we all disappear like a fart in Sahara.
Trying my best to keep up with this. Fix the coolant pumps and the power generators, otherwise the power plant will blow.
But don't you worry. I've left you clear instructions. You'll catch the end of the thread before I go to my vacation. The work's on the task board here. You can do later, when you have time.
Vacation? Right.
Yes, no one's gonna cancel my holiday or seat's gonna rattle. But don't worry at all. You'll take care of it and soon this crisis gonna be last winter's snow. You better go now, so you don't have to run with your head as your third leg. The door in the back leads to the plant.
The door in the back. That's great. Thank you, Ahti.
Yep. Burn the trash. Throw it in the fire. Burn it all. Burn it into a reindeer, not into a moose.
Okay, so what happens again if that thing blows up?
Power. Explosion. Too much. Director's duty. Keep the lights on. Northmoor was director before me. I never wanted his job. I never wanted power. I purposefully avoided it. Didn't trust it. Didn't want to rely on it. Northmoor was all about power. A man like an explosion, hungry for authority, for order, for more. Until it was too much. I had to find a solution in the end. Contain the situation. Northmoor never liked me, but he went along with it, to his credit. He didn't really have a choice. I suppose at the end of the day, a director's most basic duty is to keep the lights on. Here's to you, Northmoor. There were no prime candidates waiting in the wings, but I was there. Had been the whole time, keeping my head down, working my ass off. I had nothing to lose. I picked up the gun almost on a dare.
Attention maintenance staff. An object of power escaped the Panopticon a couple weeks ago, and they want everyone to keep an eye out for it. So if anyone sees a merry-go-round horse zipping around the sector, alert me immediately. Do not try to contain it on your own, and definitely don't bind it to yourself. Your security chief, Simon Arish.
Are you new? Go talk with Chief Arish in the security booth. He's in charge here.
Alright.
Let's go talk to good old Arish.
Secure the area first, of course.
dangerous out here, lady. Go see Chief Arish. He's just inside. He'll help you.
I don't know why, but it's telling me to go back to the janitor's office for some reason. Yeah, why does it like direct me here when I'm not even... Whatever it is. I guess we'll talk to Arish then.
Are you new? Go talk to Chief Arish.
Ma'am! Hey! Chief Arish, FBC Security. Shouldn't you be in a safe room?
They all have HRAs. We're on the same side. My name is Jesse Faden. I'm here to perform the directorial override to get the lockdown lifted.
Yeah, Chief Arish, FBC Security. I'm just... Hang on, you're the new director. It's a pleasure, ma'am.
Let's skip the formalities, please.
Right. Faden, ma'am. Look, as you can probably tell, it's a bit of a shit show down here. We've been holding our ground, but whatever's gotten into our buddies has them wrecking the coolant pumps and the power converters. The NSC keeps overheating, and my crews keep getting shot before they have a chance to make any repairs. years.
NSC?
Oh, sorry. Bureau jargon. It's what we call the power plant. You know, the big rumbling metal thing? Salvador, head of security, asked me to protect it in case of an attack. See, what's inside is dangerous. Dr. Darling seemed to know it would be a target.
Darling? He's here?
No, he came down a few days ago, before everything went to hell. He was out of it. Smelled like a barman. He was ranting about vulnerabilities and how he only had one large-scale HRA, but that he needed it somewhere else. Still, at least he gave us these personal HRAs before he left. Hey, did I mention that he was tearing his clothes off? Crazy dude.
Darling knew the hiss was coming.
Listen, I love playing 20 questions as much as the next guy, but we have got to get the water and electrical systems repaired before this baby blows. I'll have my guys unlock the doors out of here for you.
I'll take care of it. You stay and keep the hiss away from the plant if you can.
The hiss? That's what we're calling him? That's catchy. Listen, the radios aren't working, so if you find my boss Salvador out there, could you please ask him what the plan is? I'm sure he will have one by now.
I'll keep an eye out for him.
He sure has a lot of faith in his boss.
Try to stay alive.
When the converters and coolant pumps are working again, we should be able to get this baby back down to a safe temperature. I hope.
What do you know about the hiss?
Not much, only what I've seen. Well, they use the same tactics that Marshall and Salvador taught us, which makes me think that the hiss having completely erased the people inside, which is a pretty fucking horrible thought. Or they're just using whatever they find in their victims' heads. In any case, they are really eager to get inside the power plant.
Why do you think that is?
Shit, I don't know. You want to make my life harder?
What do you do here, Arish?
Security chief of the maintenance sector. I make sure all the weird shit down here doesn't bother the maintenance crews. Learned everything I know from Salvador. The best security agent this bureau has ever seen.
And you like your job?
I love it. You know, everyone thinks that maintenance is the lowest rung on the ladder just because we fix pipes instead of writing memos, but I gotta be honest. These are the bravest people in the goddamn building. I'm proud to work with them.
I've done a few odd jobs with these kind of folks. They say what they mean. I like that.
What exactly is the power plant?
Listen, I only know what Salvador told me, but I know it generates all the electricity for the Bureau, and it's got two very simple rules. Rule 1, keep it below a certain temperature. Rule 2, don't ever, ever open it. Oh, and 3, it's classified, so I shouldn't ask.
Sounds like secrets are standard operating procedure around here.
Oh, yeah. It's all part of the job.
What do you know about the service weapon?
Not much. The thing is director only. Salvador told me by the time he saw Trench use it. Sounds like that gun can do some serious damage. Yeah, I did see pictures of it once, though, and it looks different to that thing you're carrying. You monitor something? It's new.
Is new a good thing?
Given the circumstances, I'd say new is our best bet.
Do you know this Ati guy?
Of course. He's my favorite coffee break buddy. Dude has got some crazy stories. He probably knows more than anyone else around here. It makes sense of what he's saying.
Any idea where he's from?
I'm guessing Sweden.
He's from where he's from. But there are just some stones that are better left unturned, you know?
I should be going.
Right. You gotta lock down the lift. What's your read on all this?
Hey Simon, I got your message. Yeah, if someone in this sector is asking about Ati, just tell them you can handle it and leave it at that. Under no circumstances should any personnel intervene with his day-to-day routine. I told you everything I know about him so you could better deal with his odd habits, but yes, it's still very much a classified matter. Also, I saw your report about the quarry worker who wandered into the Foundation. Detaining him was the right move. We'll figure out what he saw before we decide on next steps. Cheers, Lynn. P.S. In case you hadn't noticed, someone is up between Trench and Darling. I know this isn't your strong suit, but try the best to stay out of it.
Look alive. Director on deck.
My God, it's too tight in here. Cleanse it. A few more ritual impulses and I can upgrade grip. Either that or make spin. I should definitely be doing the side missions though to try to get stronger. Well, that was smart.
Hold together a little longer.
Huh. That is so weird, man. NSC coolant pumps. NSC control room.
Let's check it out. If it's possible.
Guess I don't have access. This is definitely the way to energy converters, but for some reason I can't get through that area without getting my health decimated. Oh, that's right. These are battery packs.
It's right up. You need to fix it before the big bats inside the plant has a shit fit.
Definitely want to get the high ground on these a-holes. I don't like rocket launcher motherfuckers. They make me nervous. Whoa, there he is.
let's fix the pumps and water flow.
Next game is Wednesday at 8. Usual spot. Hazard. Owes me 20. Arish. Still on a fucking winning streak. Someone please figure out how he's cheating. Thompson. Suspended for a game because of that shady dealing incident. Guy. I owe you 60. I brought beers last time, so it's Hepstinol's turn. Remus. Where's this go? Doesn't matter. We don't want to go up there anyway. At least I don't think we do. You know what? Let's check out the control room. Wait, this is the control room. You can't get in. Yeah, well, fuck the Black Rock Quarry. Pretty sure I should be able to get through the NSC plant. NSC coolant pumps. Binjo. What the fuck? I don't know what the fuck that shit is. It's fucking hideous. The hell was that? Hiss charged. The Hiss charged are examples of extreme physical deformation resulting from Hiss corruption. Hiss charged display an unthinkable fixation on any non-corrupted individuals in the area. Once within a specific proximity, they erupt into a burst of focused resonance, so dense that it acts as a physical force. The charge is depleted of the Hiss corruption into the eruption. The host is left lifeless. This behavior may be an adaptive response to the HRAs. The Hiss charge are designed to blow the devices off potential hosts, exposing them to a resonance. Is this Hiss capable of customizing a corrupted host's altered ability to this degree? Why is the physiology of the Hiss charge so dramatically different from the host's original form? Lots of questions, no answers. Take care of these poops. Whoa. That looks bad. You ain't no match for me, motherfuckers. Oh shit. This is totally not good. Time to cleanse. What a fucking mess. Okay. Okay, it requires 4 house memories. Oh, okay, I think I can pull this off. Upgrade spin or construct spin or upgrade. I'm gonna upgrade grip. Construct levels are also gonna be getting upgraded. These are the coolant pimps, huh? Shit.
Oh, this place is gonna come down.
Whoa. And that's your doom. So his ranger down. Blew his head clean off. I blew someone's head clean off with this thing. There's the NSC coolant pumps, nice. Not as nice as Jesse's ass, but damn nice indeed.
If the plan goes boom, we can throw the spoon in the hole.
Didn't catch a word of that, Adi, but sure. Whatever you say, bud. I'm guessing these batteries will come into play somehow. Oh wait, I think I vaguely remember this. I definitely do remember this. Here's one now. Power that puppy up, and there should be a wave. Yep. Just popping heads, baby. Who else wants a piece of this? You assholes? No problem. Got him. Bingo.
What now?
Wait.
My old enemy, the Glock, is blocking the pipes. You need to deal with that shit. He is very clever. He's trying to...
What the? Holy shit. Yeah, that fucking hurt. I'll grab some health elements. Oh, nice. Missed that. I mean, it's not quite full health yet, but... Oh, what's up? It's a ritual impulse chilling down here. This fucking gink, man. Just a...
What the hell is that? Oh, that's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
What is this fungus, man? fucking gunk is rank. Dude, I'm clearly hitting that.
We need to hurry. Let's go lift the lockdown.
Getting rid of the ginks. Turned around in here. Fuck. Alright, now we can lift the override. Got them pumpity pumps working. What the fuck? Who the fuck are you? What a bitch. Let's find out more about that pussy, shall we? Hiss corrupted trooper. Troopers are meant to be the first agents to enter AWE's thresholds, or any particular hazardous situation. They are heavily armored and heavily armed in preparation for the worst. As a result of their role, Hiss troopers have access to the heaviest armor and weapons from the Bureau's armory, including military-grade chain guns and grenade launchers, in addition to their already formidable FPC-issued armor. The Hiss resonance surrounding this area is dense enough to stop bullets. If forced to engage one of these, be sure to make use of any available cover. Also note that the telekinetic talent enemy grenades can be a welcome source of ammunition. I'm hearing a lot of noises. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Dude, my headshots are just ripping them to shreds, dude. That headshot booster. What it was all about. Yeah, alright, Agent. What the? Glad to see she survived. She didn't almost make it. Come out, wherever you are, there you are. Cleansed.
To protect them. Forces contain the lockdown. Only be lifted by a directorial override.
This is what we came here to do.
So much is expected from the director. The responsibility, the privilege to steer the Bureau into dangerous waters and safely out again. To inspire and lead its people, to protect them. The board is there to advise you, but they want things in return. You hold all this in your old, trembling hands. I had to lose everything before I could see the Bureau is the Director's life. There's no room for anything else. If the forces contained here escaped, we'd be dragged back into an age of superstition, terror, death. Assuming you think we ever really left that behind. Any emergency, any major containment breach, and the lockdown goes into effect. I implemented this security measure in my first years as director. I knew we were vulnerable. I'd personally seen the cost of sloppiness. I made sure the internal lockdown could only be lifted by a directorial override, only to be used when the director is confident the sectors are safe to be opened again. This way, the director is the last line of defense. And if I screw up, it's on me.